Hello YouTube, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly video, and as usual, I've got a couple things to show you. Alright, so, we'll get right into it. I actually found some stuff in stores, like in actual stores. Yeah, so, pretty cool. I found a green machine. Down on the farm. Pretty neat, 1984 Ford, 5610 tractor from Down on the Farm Series 2. So, funny thing is if you follow me on Instagram, I found actually 4 green machines in one stop at Hobby Lobby and a 124 scale M2 Chase. This is the only thing I took home with me. I did not grab everything. So, I do not #leave no chase behind. I ended up leaving a Green Machine Home Improvement Tools set, a Green Machine Jeep Wheels set, another Green Machine Jeep that was in like 1/43rd scale, I think it was, and then I left behind a 124 scale M2 Chase. Like my total bill, if I would have bought all that stuff, would have came to like, geez, I don't even know, probably like $60 or something like that, or if not more. But yeah. This 40% off, got it for $5. So we're gonna open up this green machine in the second segment of the video. I do collect Greenlight to the point where I'm trying to get an example of every tooling. I didn't think I had an example of this tooling, but I actually do. It just looks really different. It's also a green body green machine though, and it's from Down on the Farm Series 1. We will go ahead and take a look at both tractors in the second segment of the video when I opened up this greenie. Yeah, so we'll check that out. Okay, so I found that in the store. I found this in the store. I believe this is from the second wave of the Tomica Walmart exclusive basic models. And this is the Lexus RCF. I don't know for sure because it was missing. I think the GTR is in this wave as well, but I did not see it there. Otherwise, I probably would have grabbed that one. I was tempted to get, what was the other one there? I think it was a Super Impreza or something like that in red. I think I was tempted to get that one, but I didn't get it. I just got one, and I got this Lexus. I thought the Lexus looked pretty cool, and I don't know of any other example of it in 1/64 scale or anything that I have anyway. Might be a Kyosho of it somewhere, but I don't know, whatever. I decided to grab that. So we'll open that up and we'll take a look at that. I also found some mainline Hot Wheels. These three. We got the Mazda RX-7 in green. And we're going to open up these, of course, in the second segment. We got the McLaren Senna in orange, which looks actually really cool in orange. The Hot Wheels version, I think, looks a lot cooler in orange than it does in that blue color. Pretty neat. Wheel choice is pretty decent on it too, those gray wheels. And then this guy, probably the hot one in the case. So someone had definitely hit these cases before I got there, and they basically they must have not wanted any Bugattis because they literally hung them all on the front of the pegs. So there was a few of them there, and I grabbed them. I grabbed them all. So for me and my local buddies. So Bugatti Chiron. I didn't know if I'd ever find this on the pegs. I honestly have never found a Holly Gasser yet on the pegs at all in my area. And normally, if this would have been like a year or two ago, I probably would have had like 50 of them. It's just, that's how things have changed around here. I don't hunt very much, and there's a lot more people hunting in my territory. So I didn't know if I'd ever find this actually in the wild. But got lucky and found a couple of them. So it looks pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and open up that, of course, in the next segment. And then I found some, I think, what's newer Matchbox. Now, I've kind of fallen out of touch with basic Hot Wheels a little bit in knowing what cars are in what case code. And, I just haven't, paid much attention to that this year. This year would be the least of what I've paid attention to. Last year it was a little bit more up to speed. I've also kind of fallen off with Matchbox basic models. Even though I love Matchbox basic models, I just don't know what's in what case and whatever. So I did find these actually in two different places. I found these two here. So you got the Civic Looks pretty nice. Nice basic Civic in red. So that's a 2017 Civic hatchback. I found that and this 2011 Mini Countryman. Shout out to my buddy Crazy Todd. I think that's the version of the Mini that he drives. There's a Countryman. Cool little car. So, and this thing, I found that at Walmart. And then these four I found at Target. Had to pick up this. Come on. Who doesn't want plastic porta potties? The Poop King. Like, I love that they actually named it the Poop King. That's pretty cool. So, pick that one up. Couldn't pass it up. And then the 33 Plymouth sedan, police car. It looks pretty cool. Grab that. And then this thing's really neat. This little Subaru Sambar truck. This little tiny little Subaru truck. A little cab over. It's pretty neat, so I grabbed that. And then this, I had to grab the Sriracha 62 Nissan Junior. Rooster sauce. So, yeah, it's goofy, right? But pretty cool. Matchbox is awesome. So, awesome. All right, so that's what I found, which is actually more than I found in a long time. And then, especially those chases, I was really surprised to, like, I was at Hobby Lobby and they had all the stuff in a cart. You know, they were going to stock in the shelves. It wasn't stocked yet. It was just sitting there in the cart. And, like, every single Greenlight, like, I pulled up and turned around. It was a Green Machine. I'm like, oh, geez. So, you know, in a way, I'm kind of lucky it wasn't all stuff I wanted because I don't have the cash to be spending on that, you know. So, anyway, I got that. And then I've got one Kyosho in the mail. This is from the Bentley series of Kyoshos. And scored this pretty cheap off my favorite eBay seller, and it's not out of all the ones in the series, it's not my number one choice, but I thought it was really cool to get an example of this. We're obviously going to look at it real close in the second segment of the video, but this is the Bentley Azure, which I think is also a terrible search platform from Microsoft. The Azure search. Anyway, I have intimate knowledge of that right now because of incidences at work. But anyway, so we got that. And then here's the rest of the cars in the series. I'll probably show this close up just so you can see. It's probably not good resolution here from the front facing camera of my phone. So we'll take a look at that. But there's some pretty cool ones in the series that I wouldn't mind having. And this one's definitely on the list. Just wouldn't be a first choice, but man, it does look really cool. So we'll definitely check it out. It didn't come with a little card. Usually they come with a little card with a, oh well. All right, so that is it. That's what I found. So check me out on Instagram. If you're not following me already, I did post all that other stuff that I found at Hobby Lobby, and occasionally I do post stuff there that I see that you're not going to see in these weekly videos because I didn't bring it home with me, obviously. And then, of course, follow me on Facebook, too. Every once in a while I post some stuff on there that you're not going to see on either platform. So kind of spreading it around a little bit. All right, so that's going to be it for this segment. Let's go ahead and flip it around. We got a lot of like mainline stuff to take a look at. A Green Machine, a Tomica, and this really cool Kyosho, which I think will kick off the second half with. All right, stay tuned. All right, so let's start by taking a quick look at this Kyosho. Before we take a quick look at it, here's some of the other cars in the series. I really want the Turbo R in either a red or green. Doesn't really matter which color. All of these actually would be pretty cool to get. But mainly this one, and I think this one right here, the Ornage T. And then, of course, we got this one. And then the Continental GT3 is kind of cool, but I think mainly I would want one of these. Probably one of these, and maybe one of these. Probably the hard top here. But either way, they're all pretty cool. So let's go ahead and check out this one here. It is your classic Kyosho packaging. which if you watch my channel, you've seen several times. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew it from the base. With one screw, should come out very, very easily. And here is your car. So, yeah, right off the bat, looks really good. It's got a pearl white paint job. Kind of a plain black interior on this, but you can really check out the detail that went into molding the interior. Looks pretty awesome. We got side view mirrors. We've got lens detail up front for the headlights. We've also got inserts as well for the taillights. Pretty plain base, which is normal for Kyosho. This one sort of rolls. We got kind of a jammed up back tire, which I think is just on slightly crooked, and that's why it's not rolling. This one is screwed together, so you could take it apart and easily fix that. That's the one neat thing about a car being screwed together, a premium car, because you can kind of make little adjustments here and there. Again, not saying that you ever should have to do that, but it's nice to be able to do it should there be some sort of quality control issue, and then you can actually fix the vehicle. It is pretty cool though. Trying to get a better focus here. There we go. I like it. I like it quite a bit. It's going to join my Kyosho collection, which is getting ever so close to filling a carrying case of 108 cars. So this is one closer. Front axle rolls really well. The back one rolls, but not so great. Not that I'm going to send it down a track or anything like that. But Kyosho is awesome. Kyosho is one of my favorite premium diecast brands. You know, you got the new ones on the block, new kids like Inno64 and Tarmac Works and Mini GT. And those all have their place in the collector world these days as well. But Kyosho, I really like Kyosho. There's a lot of selection. They haven't been making cars to 1/64 scale for a little while, but I think they're coming back and going to make some more 1/64 scale stuff. And they just have some really cool models, and they're fairly affordable. So just nice representations of cars. All right, so there's that. Next, let's take a look at this Green Machine. Here's the original tractor, Greenie, I was talking about. This one, I just broke those little smokestack exhaust thingy off the top of it, and it disappeared into the carpet of this room, and I can't find it. Yeah, I was just playing with it. Actually, it was being dumb and swinging it around like that. And, yeah, and it hit my hand, and it came flying right off, and I have no idea where it went. Oh, well. So that's the problem with some Greenlight stuff that has these little tiny parts that are glued in like that. Is you just can't play with them because you'll break them. So let's go ahead and open up this one. Again, this is from Down on the Farm. Jeez, I almost broke the smokestack off of this one already. Down on the Farm Series 2. So this one I'm going to be careful with, since this will now be my standing example of this casting. This is actually the same tooling, I believe, as this. Yeah, it is. It's just it's a little bit hard to tell because of the difference in the cab. How they put this big enclosed cab up here. But it is the same tooling. As you can kind of tell down there. So it's a green body, green machine. I'm guessing the original color of it was blue. I don't even really know, just judging by that. The blue stripe on the forward thing here. And the blue dot in the center of the wheel. Yeah, they got like different accessories and stuff, but the general body tooling is the same. And the smokestack would have been the same too, but this thing is definitely going to be the first part that you're going to break off if you start playing with this vehicle. Because it is barely on there. A little bit of pressure, and from experience, I know it will break off. Because it just did on this thing. So, anyway, there's the tractor. not super excited about the Greenlight tractors, but I really am of the opinion that Greenlight should really, they got the diorama gas stations. I think they should do some other like scenes and stuff like that, diorama wise, like ones that you could customize and stuff. They really have the most diversity, I guess, in their casting lineup, to the point where it's more realistic vehicles you would see on the street more often than they are like exotic cars, like, you know, like Bentleys and Lamborghinis and stuff like that, which makes it really cool. And it's cool that they did put out tractors in 1/64 scale, because you really can kind of use Greenlight as a basis and set up, you know, a diorama scene. They're really the closest you're going to get to, you know, a company that produces enough stuff in 1/64 scale to make like realistic scenes, and that's what makes them kind of cool as a company. I just realized the wheel on this tractor is jacked. Or this axle is not. Yeah, look at that. I think that's fixable. Anyway, so that's Greenlight, and then with them coming out with the wheel packs is kind of cool too. They just do so much really neat stuff. So I guess that they really cater to like the diorama people that like to build dioramas and stuff like that, or just like, you know, your plain Jane kind of vehicles to make realistic scenes within 1/64 scale. I think this is definitely the best company to collect for that kind of stuff. All right, next up, let's take a look real quick at this Tomica Basic Lexus RCF. I did a video on this series of cars, and it seems as if my opinion that I gave on that video, that sentiment was shared by a lot of you viewers. Wow, this one's actually really hard to get into. The first one I opened at this went really easy. Here it goes. So I just think they should really be careful about what castings they choose to put out in this basic line if they really want it to sell well. And anyway, you can go back to that video and check it out. But I love Tomica. Okay, I like the basic line. I do like the premium line. I really love the Tomica Limited Vintage line. The basic line is really kind of growing on me. I think the price point is too high for U.S. markets for them to be successful, especially with the casting choices they have. But I do think that this Lexus was a good choice to put out. I just love the crazy trapezoidal front end of these cars. Pretty cool. And of course, this one has opening doors. I just think that they really should, you know, they gotta really get some castings out there that are really gonna excite the masses if they want to stay alive on Walmart shelves. And to be honest, you know, I'm really kind of the opinion that more premium diecast doesn't really need these days to go to big box retailers. Like, you know, like Auto World and stuff. Like, it's great to be able to find them at Walmart, but, you know, I'd almost rather support a hobby dealer and purchase from them rather than I would find them in stores. Plus, then you're guaranteed to, you know, get everything. Of course, the thrill of the hunt is always, you know, going to be there when you find something in a store, and especially if you find a chase in a store. But these days, the way that people shop online and stuff like that, it's almost like pick a favorite hobby dealer, get the stuff you want, don't have to drive all over the place. You know, but some people still like to do that hunting thing. You know, and I dig it every once in a while. I do. Every time I stop in a store, you know I'm going to look. And I never won't. It's just, I just don't hunt the way I used to hunt. But who knows? If they start throwing Tomica Premium out and stuff like that, I might have to look for them. Especially if, you know, I don't think they'll ever do a chase program. But if they did, that would be another way to really turn U.S. collectors on. U.S. collectors like to find chases that really, you know, it seems to be a thing that a lot of people are fixated on. And it's fun. It is definitely fun to find the rare one. It was fun to find Green Machines, even though I wasn't going to take hardly any of them home. So, there it is. Looks pretty good. Got that kind of gray hood and roof. I think it's a pretty good looking basic model. Some people harp on these wheels. I kind of like those wheels. Kind of like them. All right, let's take a look at some Hot Wheels real quick. We got this one. Let's get it out of the way. The Bugatti Chiron. So Bugatti is finally back. Hot Wheels licensing. And this thing is sick. I like it quite a bit. I really hope to see this Bugatti out in some other premium line. I have an Auto Art Bugatti Veyron, which is probably the best looking Bugatti in 1/64 scale ever. Hot Wheels did do, however, a very good job with this car. Just looking at it. It's a basic model. This model's $1. So you know you're going to get limited amount of stuff. It'd be really interesting to see if this hits premium, some sort of premium. If they put out this thing as an RLC piece, people will go absolutely insane for it. I think it's really cool. It's a neat car. I think it definitely looks better than the Veyron from a styling perspective. And of course, they just took a Chiron, right, and broke 300 miles an hour, which is absolutely insane. So, really cool though. So that is definitely a cool one. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, and then what else do we got? We got the McLaren in orange. Again, Hot Wheels, it's a $1 model, and they did a good job for a $1 price point on this car. It is actually very, very scaled close to, and I've shown this before, it's scaled super close to both the Tomica Premium and the Mini GT, which I think puts it in around 161-ish scale is what I think I figured out. So I think Mini GT does run a little bit large, is what I think it does. Again, I haven't technically verified it with like a caliper or something like that, which I may have to do. Just to figure it out for sure. But it's right to scale with those other cars. And for $1, I think they did a bang-up job on it. Looks pretty good. All right. And then we got this one. This is kind of a fan favorite here. This is the Mazda RX-7. This actually is my favorite generation of the RX-7. I just like the way it looks. I like these more angular, older cars. Not very curvy. And this one in the color scheme it's in, yeah, it's okay. Green and yellow. Yeah, I like the casting though. Pretty cool. Alright, and let's see here. And after that we got Matchbox to close out the video. We got 6 Matchbox cars to take a peek at. We're going to start with the Poop King. And here is the Poop King. I was really they are awesome. Okay. I was really hoping that the porta poopers were removable. And they are. Great accessory to have. And then here's, of course, the truck that would deliver them, pump them, or drop off and pick them up. Looks like it's got some sort of septic tank action or possibly a cleaning fluid. I don't really know how that truck works, but there is the Poop King. Look at the detail, though, in this little truck for this $1 model. I think it's awesome. Of course, you don't get anything on the front, right? But you do get stuff on the sides, and quite a lot of detail on the sides. You get this little extra component here. Just, that's a fun model. Good job, Matchbox. Good job indeed. And then we got this guy, the Subaru Sambar trip. Cute little thing, whatever it is. And it is tiny. Look how tiny this thing is. Little flatbed truck. This is really cool, though. You do get detail on the back, which is nice. You get the Subaru logo on the side, which is pretty cool. Because I bet you if they didn't put the Subaru logo on the side, if you've seen this loose, not a lot of people, I don't think, would really know what it is. And including myself. I would put myself in that category. I didn't know that this truck existed. But I'm glad it does, because it looks pretty neat. So that is a cool model from Matchbox, this little Subi. All right, and then this one, kind of a classic casting here. This has been out a few times. Just an old school Plymouth sedan. And not much to look at here. It's chrome base, it's plastic fenders, metal body, kind of a blue tinted windscreen, and some basic Metro City Police tampos. That's fairly cool. And the Nissan Junior with Sriracha livery. Rooster sauce. Yeah. Okay. Not much to say about this one. It's red. Like a bottle of Sriracha. It's weird, you look at something and you get like a smell. I think I just smelled hot sauce when I opened this up. Your sense of smell is like the strongest sense that's tied to memory or something like that, or whatever. That was a little interesting feeling there. All right. So, Sriracha. Yeah, I'm weird. Okay, so Sriracha. You got the base is white. It's plastic. Green bed. Green windows. Red Sriracha livery. I don't know. That's cool. I mean, it's like, why would they pay for licensing for Sriracha? I have no idea why they would, but, or who came up with the idea. Let's put Sriracha on a truck. But I like it. All right, and then we've got this guy, the Mini Cooper, a Mini Countryman, 2011 Mini Countryman. I don't know when this casting came out, but we're going to find out. Here it is. Plastic top. Metal body. We have headlights, front detail. We've got tail lights, rear detail. Plastic base, of course. And a copyright date of 2018, so this is a new casting. I love these wheels. Great wheels from Matchbox. Great basic wheels. Matchbox has some really nice basic wheels that look good. And that's one of them. Kind of a metal flake green. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. And again, it's a dollar model. So for $1, I don't think you can really get much better than this. This is a great example of a good quality Matchbox casting for $1. And I'm going to say this Civic hatchback probably is as well. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I already had this one or not. I might have. Oh, can't keep track anymore. We're going to go ahead and open it up. Front end detail. Rear end detail. Metal body. Plastic base. Copyright date 2017, so it was released last year. I think it was released maybe with different wheels on it. I don't know. I can't place it, but I think I already have it. Or at least a version of it. Maybe they come with a different color of it? I don't know. Somebody help me out in the comments. Because I can't remember. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little car. I dig it. We should look at the packaging here. Yeah, copyright date 2018, so it has come out this year. But 2017 on the base. So, right, they released it before, right? Somebody tell me. I guess it's an alright casting, but if I can't remember whether or not I have it, it's not that memorable. I don't know, out of the Matchbox we looked at today, I'm probably going to say the Mini is actually pretty awesome. And then second would be this Subaru. And that's going to be it. We pretty much looked at everything here. The Bugatti, it is very cool. People are definitely swiping up all these, except for whoever left those at my Walmart. Thank you very much. I appreciate you putting them front and center. That's pretty awesome. I didn't have to dig. And then this thing's all right. But the winner of the day for me, or the week, is going to be this Bentley, of course. Cool car. And then it was cool to find some greenies. Find some chases again. I don't find very many chases lately, so yeah, it was a good feeling. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Of course, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate it, very much so. Definitely continue to do so, please. If you like any of these videos, of course, I keep all my videos in playlists so that they are easy to navigate. So my channel is easy to navigate, and if you want to check them out, go ahead and grab a playlist of videos that you like and go ahead and watch them. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, of course, if you want to get notified of when I put out a video. But since my videos are pretty regularly put out, it's pretty easy to follow me. All right. That's the spiel. So thank you guys very much again, and have yourselves a great, excellent week.